Hey everybody, Jay Marino here. Welcome back. It's UED First Light. Let us continue. We finished payback time last time with total victory achieved in the Colorado Refugee Defense Initiative, including the destruction of several key roach nests in the area that UPL is redeploying your battalion to assist in further offensive operations. Send me in. How am I doing today? Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. I went to the zoo today with my wife. The weather was perfect. It was a delight. We came home. We grilled some steaks. It was a nice day. Pyrrhic victory. With your demonstrated prowess on the battlefield, Commander, Colonel Graves has requested that you be reassigned to his unit to address the Roaches' fringe operations. The Roaches have established multiple nests along the shorelines of freshwater lakes around the world. The first of these nests near Lake Baikal in Russia was initially regarded by DefenseNet as a low-priority target. However, within 96 standard hours, roach activities had contaminated the lake and decimated the ecosystems, threatening food supplies. I just added the word standard in there. It's not there in the text. My brain just, I don't know, it filled it in. DefenseNet has now assigned tactical cells to eliminate these nests as they're discovered before future freshwater and food supplies can be poisoned or destroyed. Like Michigan.
Reginald 49er, this is Childress 6. I have a screamer locked up on the outer perimeter. Request clearance to engage. Over.
Childress 6, no watercraft are within half a click on Z. You are weapons free. Good luck. Reginald 49er out.
Yeah! Woo! One roach down. This is Childress 6, returning to the garage for grooming. Out.
Colonel, the roaches are raiding farms all over the country. Wouldn't we be more useful helping DefenseNet with those ops, sir?
So in case any of you ladies and gents didn't have time to read your briefing packets while you were in the can this morning, DefenseNet believes the roaches hit U.S. farms and the larger food processing centers for reasons other than enemy supply deprivation. But none of that matters to us today. Today, the roaches are dumping toxins into the lake. And right now, that is all DefenseNet says we should be caring about. So that is all I care about. Therefore, it's all you should care about.
No disrespect intended, sir.
Every fish in Lake Michigan's going to bubble to the surface dead if we don't put an end to whatever these critters have going on out here. No more fish means a lot less food to spread around. DefenseNet has more than 100 battalions clearing out these roach-toxic waste dumps around the world. We just need to make sure that we do our part in the campaign. Carr, what's Tactical have to say?
The toxins are binding rapidly with the water's hydrogen, converting the molecules into a new substance similar in composition to the excretions which coat the ground near the aliens' dwellings. If 14% of the lake's water is converted, the chain reaction will not be reversible.
Commander, Carr's marked what thermographic shows as the roaches' hotspots. Recon the area. I need to see what we're dealing with.
About time.
Okay, we have helicopters now, the Osprey. The structures contaminating the lake are heavily guarded. Kill all the defenders, then destroy the bleeders. Bleeders appear to be clusters of roach eggs that are drawing elements from the water to assist in the incubation process. So we are timed, it would seem. We're starting at near 4%.
You gonna pull the trigger or what?
Okay, we got Riley Jericho. We have a TR-17. We have a base, but we're supply blocked.
Please identify yourself.
And I can't build any supply structure. So this seems like it's the first part of the map. So let's go ahead and siege this up and move on down here. I didn't mess around with these CSVs last time, but I did a little bit off camera. And basically... Man, that's good. Basically, you can set them up and they'll repair vehicles. So if we set this up here, it's going to repair Riley and it's going to repair our Z1s. Which is pretty awesome. It just makes mech way better than infantry, in my personal opinion. Go ahead and undeploy that, and let's move on down. I did not bring my helicopter. We've got a quick save now. First area cleared. You love to see it.
Roach is killed.
Okay. Tunneler. She yells tunneler. Let's go ahead and set this up, and then undeploy the CSV so we can move it up. I think Riley's an okay hero. I'm a little disappointed by her abilities. The jump jet, like, maybe if it did damage when she landed, could be better. I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as fantastic. The Z1s by themselves are really, really handy. Okay. On deploy. That is a Guardian. Back up here. Back up here. Okay, sorry, guy. She shoots very slow, too. Let's just pull back here. Get healed. Move the TR-17 up. Deploy. Attack here. I probably do need to be moving a little faster. The infantry, yeah, it just... I think we're basically going to be going full mech. I've seen on the Discord, Oracle's been talking about buffing up infantry to make it comparable to mech in some way, give it some parity. Because mech is pretty cheap as well. So it's really hard to keep it, keep the player from, like, not only making it. So again, we are on a timer. It seems pretty generous with how slow this is creeping up. So I'm not too concerned. Riley, lead the way. Okay, don't just run in there, okay? There we go. And then we just back up, we get healed, we can inch forward with the TR-17 to attack the... sunken colony. We also have unlimited Badger bombs, so we might as well be using those. The jump jet is, in my opinion, it's mostly just to make sure that, just to make sure that you can get out of danger because she is mission critical. Can't get to 14%. Okay, we're 2 of 3 done. Go ahead and unsiege this and this. Quick save. Oh, that was it. Okay, it was 1 Zergling. Let's go ahead and siege this. Oh, never mind. They're attacking my main base. Get up there.
We were fearful of this outcome,
No.
Commander. We chose you to spring this trap since our other officers are too valuable to send on suicide missions. Imagine our surprise to see you actually live through it. The Roaches are clearly deploying bait to have us move our teams away from our bases, and then they launch counterattacks. Use caution, Commander. When you move, do so in force. And don't leave your bases without a suitable garrison.
Which is funny, because remember last mission where they said, don't worry about the base?
What the hell are those small round things in the middle of the base?
Sergeant Jericho, based on my analysis of field reports in the combat datanet, it is likely these are the alien organisms oospores. This could explain the aliens' decision to establish a nest near the shoreline. It is possible that the moisture accelerates the incubation process.
What the hell is an oospore?
Sergeant Jericho, please stand by. I am searching my linguistic database for a synonym.
Roaches are attacking your base.
Okay, well they said, you know, to leave stuff at home, but...
It's roughly equivalent to an egg, Sergeant Jericho.
So we've got a roach breeding center then. That bumps the TZ's priority all the way to Crimson. Commander, have a Condor drop in a nuke team and turn that entire roach motel into a crater.
Colonel Graves, sir. Due to the finite dimensions of the lake, detonation of nuclear ordnance in proximity to the water will cause significant distress to the subsurface ecosystem. In addition, it will generate tidal events which will capsize our watercraft.
Yeah, he's right. Crazy as it sounds, Commander, there's still civvies fishing out here. Go figure that out. Commander, you need to torch every last one of the roach structures, and especially the eggs, the good old-fashioned way.
I'm doing it!
And no, Commander. Our original orders haven't changed. We still need to protect the lake, too.
Commander, satellite images show the alien organisms are moving, sir. The aliens must have detected your force on approach to their nest. I recommend reinforcing our defensive positions, sir, to prepare for a possible counterattack.
Okay, set this up. Let's go ahead and get into position here. Quick save. Oh, okay, it just undid.
Commander, the Roaches have completely disabled the suborbital surveillance net in your region. We will not be able to feed you real-time telemetry for the remainder of your mission. And if that's not enough, the Roaches have worked around our early warning systems and shielded themselves from detection. You won't know they're coming until they're in your visual radius. I hope Graves knows what he's doing putting you in tactical command. Probably not, but what do I know? I'm just an analyst.
Jeez.
Defense net out.
Understood, sir.
Okay, we have toxic dump coming in here. We have flyers. I still can't make anything. Has that changed? No, I still can't make anything. Close this. Kill 20 units with Sergeant Jericho. The UPL satellite net in your region has been disabled by the Roaches' attacks in the upper atmosphere. Your real-time telemetry is gone for the time being. You'll be able to monitor your own troops, but all archive data is lost. It is recommended you regularly scout areas to ensure Roaches do not rebuild their presence. Due to the loss of connection with satellite net, building communication relay stations is disabled. Well, that's fine, because I don't even know what those are or what they can do. And this also brings up a good point. I've seen a couple people in the comments say, you know, just the Roaches' attacks in the upper atmosphere. Where did the Zerg come from? Like, did we not have any sort of orbital defenses? My understanding is this is something that is part of the plot and will be answered. It's not just something that we're expected to accept as something that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, they seem to be attacking me. I'm really unclear what is happening right now. I think what it's basically saying is we're going to have to move back out pretty soon here. Okay, Riley, stay out towards the front. We can heal our infantry by loading it inside the CSV. No, we can't. That's something that's only happening later. Toxic dump? They call them dumps. Nests are grown near large bodies of water are termed toxic waste dumps by the UPL. Okay.
Requesting orders, sir.
Again, still sort of unclear. Okay, something's happening. Yo, that was a big bomb. That was a big bomb if I've ever seen one. That's bad. Abandoned post. Abandoned post. Flee. Everybody leave. Oh, CSV, no. The map expanded, and I was like, we're going. We're leaving. No, CSV. Okay, everybody, come on over here. I just F2'd. Condor. That's a large attack. I just F2'd everybody up here. We've got Carr and William Graves. Just start making workers. Never mind, we need fusion reactors. We need several.
Roaches are attacking your base.
I've got a big problem here. Let's get to work.
We seemingly did fine. This was pretty spicy, but I think we're okay. As long as our heroes don't die in this attack. I'm sad I lost that CSV. So, as you saw, I didn't really build those last time. Same with the officers. Basically, the things I can make from the support buildings. The CSV can deploy and then heal vehicles, which is flippin' sick.
Yes, sir.
This is never ending. I could always call down an orbital bombardment with Graves if I need. Honestly, go ahead. It was a waste. It was a waste. Come on, Guardians. Move right into it.
Allow me to familiarize you with additional structures which UPL DefenseNet has made available for deployment in this combat zone. I recommend you construct an airstrip as soon as practicable. This will allow you to build Osprey attack helicopters, Raptor fighter jets, and Condor transports. You will need these vehicles to ensure mission success.
System activated.
New objective from DefenseNet. Build an airstrip. Okay, we'll do it. We have air power now. Let's go ahead and saturate our Vespine or whatever it's called, Francine gas. Okay, interesting start. We have landed Condor, which is our transport that I remember from the prologue. We have these Ospreys, which do seem pretty good in general. It looks like we can load infantry in them. I don't know if does that increase their attack damage in some way? I'm gonna guess no.
You command, I obey.
Okay, we have an airstrip coming up. Here's our CSV. Let's move this up.
While you are constructing the airstrip, Commander, I evaluated our defensive posture and believe it is not adequate due to the large uncontrolled area in which our base is situated. While infantry are excellent in offensive operations, defensively, their low survivability presents tactical concerns for UPL DefenseNet. For this reason, they have given us access to the Nightjar and Solitaire buildings. I recommend constructing one of these now, sir.
Build a Nightjar or a Solitaire. Anti-armor, anti-air cannon. Manned defensive structure.
Fusion reactors are required.
Okay, well this is kind of our front line up here, so I guess let's go ahead and build this. That seems kind of cool looking. They're expensive though. They're very expensive, and then we need supply structures again.
Resources.
Get crazy with those. Just build a bunch of them. A little wasteful, but that's fine. Move back here and get healed. So we've got these infantry officers, which increases infantry damage. I mean, that does not seem great. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, there's the comm station that we can't build. Landlink communication facilitates faster unit response, increasing movement speed of all friendly units. That's like breaking the fourth wall, kind of. I like that.
The Nightjar and Solitaire are stationary defensive structures that are not automated, unlike the electrostatic defense towers. In order to power these facilities, you must order an infantry pilot to assume control. Move any of your infantry to the completed structure now, sir.
Okay.
Requesting.
The Nightjar is designed for long-range anti-vehicle use, while the Solitaire is a powerful industrial flame discharge facility. DefenseNet advises you to experiment with their placement until you find a tactical premise that aligns with your battle strategies.
That's pretty cool. I also noticed... Oh, I can repair. Couldn't
it's clear
earlier.
From the volume of attacks that the Roaches have rebuilt their nest to the east. Clearly, you weren't thorough in your reconnaissance over there. Now, you have to destroy it again before they grow more bleeders. DefenseNet out.
You know what, Mortar Trooper, you're getting loaded in, because I don't have the bandwidth to load and unload you. Okay, so now we can build airstrips as well. We've got these Raptor jets, which are anti-air, and they're only minerals. The Ospreys are our helicopters. Increases movement speed. Visual sighting of blimps to the south.
Commander, can you hear me? I'm Analyst 124 Echo. Crap, I don't know if you can even hear me. My first day in Infocom, and I don't know how half this stuff works.
Hello?
Okay, yes, I think I got it. Commander, I'm so sorry. Analyst Price just left and told me that you're on your own until she got back, but I can't leave you out there without intel. She's not telling you everything. That regrown nest you're working on is only part of the problem. SatNet shows there's more bleeders up north across the river, and they're pumping more of that crap into the water. You'll need to prep for an aerial incursion, and take care of that regrown nest quick so you have time to mop up what's left up north. I didn't mean to say you're not doing a great job, Commander. You're doing awesome. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Commander. Analyst Price is coming back. I have to go.
Weapons hot.
Okay, infantrymen, we're gonna just bring you back here so that we can load you up into our large guns that we're setting up to kill overlords that seem like they're coming in.
Yes, sir.
So do that. We've got one CSV. I'd like more. These Raptor jets seem good. To become temporarily cloaked when activated using... Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and increase movement speed. Okay, well that's expensive. I'm lacking a lot of gas right now. So we're just going to make more infantrymen and rally them up here, and we're going to head over to the right as soon as possible and retake that base. Load on up, buddy. I built this one. Plasma-infused flame projector. Sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Resources.
Okay, well, I'm just building... I mean, these are expensive, but... And then I can only imagine they'll also come from up here. I don't know for sure, but... Like, let's be honest. Based on everything that's been happening, I think we can assume that we're probably going to have to deal with attacks from up here, too. So when we move out, we're going to want to leave some stuff at home.
You need some roaches killed.
I do have three TR-17s. That's not bad. Visual sighting of blimps to the north. Shocking. Shocking. Let's get some more. Well, let's get unobtainium and then a few more Ruth tanks. Routh tanks. Load on up. I want to see this solitaire in action. I really do.
Am I cleared to engage?
Actually, the Raptors are only minerals, so that's kind of our anti-air that we could ever. That's probably the only anti-air we could ever really need. I'm gonna go ahead and build a bunch of Raptors. They're not like free or anything, but you understand.
Roaches are attacking your base.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I want to see these in action. Ooh, I think they benefit from our vehicle upgrades.
Roaches are attacking your base. Roaches are attacking your base.
Okay, I was lied to.
I'm ready.
Thankfully, my TR whatevers are all okay. William Graves.
Danger close! Danger close! Raptor on deck!
Okay, more Raptors coming in.
Identify yourself. Resources.
We're gonna need a Nightjar up here as well. And then +2, because it seems like that's where most of our stuff benefits. What we can do is move forward and set up some defense around here, get the extra Francine, and then move around with the Raptor jets, and really our Air Force specifically, to fly around and protect us from these incoming attacks. Okay, and I'm going to need another CSV. I mean, those will be slow, but that's okay. Okay, repair this.
Raptor on deck!
Let's get on up here and set up a new headquarters.
Upgrade complete.
And some Tesla towers. And I need another, yeah, I definitely need another CSV.
I'm taking some hits, sir.
125, that's no good. Ow.
Am I clear to engage? Roaches are attacking your base.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, and let's get some more Tesla
Resources.
things down here, because that seems like it's going to be getting hit non-stop, basically.
Raptor on deck!
We're basically overdoing our defenses here, I think, but that's kind of necessary. We just got to wait for this stuff to be built. And then, can we get that CSV out? And the deployed CSV also increases mech attack speed, which seems awesome.
Ready to go, sir.
Okay, go ahead and load up on that turret. I mean, this is all decently well defended. We're going to need more.
What's the heading? Vector locked in.
Right, and getting that all set up is going to be great. This is almost all mined out. I'm glad I didn't oversaturate it. We can move our units over as necessary. Toxicity is at 7%. I think we're probably good to move down here pretty soon. I just have to be extra careful.
Raptor standing by. It's not Miller time yet, sir. Weapons hold. Moving to the TZ.
Let's see. TR-17s. Let's go ahead and move you forward.
Mineral field.
Air power's looking good. Again, and these Raptor jets are really cheap.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, we got to move on down here pretty soon. CSV, move on up, and we got to get the thing where we can load in Graves to repair him. There we go.
Am I clear to engage? Raptor standing
More
by.
Raptors. Can I get +3? No, I cannot. So let's go ahead and start getting our other upgrades here, and then we need Francine gas.
Please identify yourself.
Quick save now, because what I'm going to do is move these TR-17s up and start bombarding, and that's going to draw on a bunch of stuff. But what we can also do
Mineral field depleted.
is waste our artillery. You know what? I just quick saved. I thought that there'd be way more stuff down there, and they would just get drawn right in. I mean, I'm not above loading a save just so that I have that. That it really kind of is an oh shit thing when you have to call in artillery like that, but honestly, I'm really not above it at all. Okay, keep it up. Let's move forward with these. I'm using my tools. I'm using my tools to the best of my ability.
Mineral field depleted.
You all have to move up and stay on top of the TR-17s, though.
Mineral field depleted.
We got the A6 as well, which is great versus air. Get on over here, please. There we go. Ooh, devour. Okay, we killed one hatchery. That's a big deal. We're waiting for +1 infantry. Let's go ahead and move all of these folks up here. Okay, move up with the CSV, and we can go ahead and heal Graves.
System activated.
There we go, and I'm going to go ahead and get some more helicopters. Let's go ahead and pivot with our air units. I do have a lot of defenses, and they're +2. I love how these benefit from our vehicle upgrades. Scatters multiple bombs in a large radius, damaging ground units. Okay, so we do have a ground units option. Get rid of the ones that are closest to the edge, please. I mean, I built these turrets, but as long as we are willing to move quickly with our, I want to call them MiGs, our Raptor jets, then we're just fine. Let's go ahead and move up. Graves can unload. I'm going to get 2 more Routh tanks, and then we've got a bunch of helicopters coming up, and we want to upgrade the speed of those helicopters for sure. Okay, let's keep inching. Getting rid of the tunnelers / Niduses is going to help a lot here. We're just going to do a brief inch with the TR-17s. Keep moving forward.
Sounds like a plan.
A lot of air units, but we have anti-air. I mean, I don't know if we have enough. We have a decent amount of anti-air. We should be okay. Move up with the CSV. We're doing a slow push. This is what we learned last mission. And that the slow push is semi-necessary. Keep it up, TR-17s. I'm not even going to undeploy. This mining drone made it all the way up. Go ahead and activate your grenade launcher, buddy. You deserve it. 8%. Feels entirely reasonable. Go ahead and get some more Z1s. Routh tanks coming up. Man, this is a big ask for both of those, but I'm going to do it.
Ready. Roger that.
Okay, looking good. We got rid of that really large air attack, so I'm feeling pretty good. Visual sighting of blimps. Let's go ahead and pivot.
I'm not getting any younger.
Was that to the south or to the north? I think it said to the south, right? Allowing the Raptors to cloak actually seems like it could be pretty good. No, it was the north. The last one was the south. Of course, I should have expected the north. Next, I'm going to get a bunch of Raptors. Okay, and then pivot over here. Hopefully we have enough defense so that when stuff lands, we'll be okay. And then the other analyst who hit us on the other channel, he said that, you know, we have to be ready for the potential of enemies coming from the north, or we're going to have to go and clean up enemies to the north. Just something to be ready for. Let's go ahead and do this. And then back up William Graves. Go ahead and get healed, buddy. Yeah. Back up. They'll just walk right into it.
Ready when you are, sir.
Okay, and then let's go. Yeah, this is definitely the air units mission for sure.
Yes, sir. What ready? My tank is slow.
Commander, guess what? The Roaches knocked our satellite net completely offline while you've been lollygagging around. So now we can't pinpoint the other bleeders. All we can tell you is that the remaining bleeders are north to northeast of your forward operating base, and they are protected by rock formations. You will need to move in by air. Think you can get this one right? Defense net out.
We have a couple Z1s running around, Commander, and they found 3 smaller egg farms. I know we're spread thin here, so if you need to take some of Charlie Papa's people, then do it. They're on guard duty so they can spare their heads.
Colonel Graves, sir. Colonel Nix has not given approval for you to take command of his Charlie Papa battalion in addition to your own, sir.
Well, there's a first. Having my orders questioned by a machine.
Car unit, override. Override!
Colonel Graves, sir. The car unit that just spoke with you is assigned to Colonel Nix. The car unit assigned to you, myself, has no concerns relative to the reassignment of Colonel Nix's troops. It is important for me to clarify this point, sir.
Colonel, you have my full support. I'll have the VI squad address the challenge protocols in my local car vector.
Roger that, Ben. Thanks.
Pog.
Colonel Graves, sir. My apologies for the confusion. It is unusual to have more than one of my model at the same base of operations.
Stay on point, Carr. I have enough damn drama from the people in my battalion. Don't need it from the VI too.
Ooh, okay, we got more flyers.
Raptors, what's the heading?
So we can add these to our flyers. And if we use the Raptors to attack ground, we should be in great shape. What I am going to do is just build more helicopters, more Ospreys. It couldn't hurt to grab the metamateria coating, I suppose, and then we need to grab a few more supply structures. I noticed that we run out of resources very quickly on these maps. Not really quickly. I think we're okay in terms of the...
What's the heading? Sector locked in. Declutter level
we have a good amount of stuff. I was going to say, I think we're pretty good in terms of defense. I mean, the other thing I could do, I could even load up my infantry and heal them in the CSV, but that seems like a lot. Just shooting those bombs out. Okay, and then just keep making Ospreys. The other thing I could do is get another CSV and just have it hang out. Oh, and then we have Condor, so I could drop my units here too.
Am I cleared to engage?
It feels like we still have a lot of time. We're barely halfway there. Obviously, oh, hello. Of course we need the stress fractures lore tidbit.
Roaches are attacking your base.
Okay, no, not my comm center that I can't rebuild. All right, close that. There you go. You could pause and read about the stress fractures. I'm just coming back here to get healed every so often, and then we have another No, I don't have another CSV, but I'm going to build another one and leave it kind of on the edge here so that I can fall back to it as necessary.
Mineral field depleted.
So I think the Condors have to land in order to load up.
What's the heading?
Mineral field depleted.
And I'm going to quick save. I feel like I'm in great shape. We just need enough. We just need enough ground damage to burst through those spore crawlers, and then we have to use the scatter shots to help us just burn through the enemy otherwise. And then I could also drop in my ground units, but I'm a little concerned of leaving too many of these things. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll build some more Routh tanks, and we could drop with Rouths. That's fine with me. So what I can do is, like, you know, load in these guys. They'll heal, unload them. But, like, again, that feels a little insane to bother with. I love these manable defensive towers. They feel really good. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ospreys. They're the most versatile, I think. That's pretty. It's not that much damage. Well, okay, never mind. When you spam it, it is a lot of damage. We could also put infantry inside the Condors, right? Okay, one hatchery down. We really have to just get these bleeders. Look out, the Scourge can definitely blast through our air power here. We're pretty much maxed out.
Here we go.
Okay, there's more over here, it looks like.
Lights off, moving in. Weapons hold. Moving to the TV.
I'm just shooting this napalm out. It's pretty fun.
Attacking your base.
2.
Roaches are attacking your base.
Vector locked in.
I mean, they just keep hitting us with random stuff there. That's perfectly acceptable.
What's the heading?
What a mess. Roach guts everywhere. I'm loving this duty, Commander.
The impact of the destruction of those eggs is already registering. The lake contamination rate has dropped by 15%.
Only 15, huh?
Online.
Do these deplete? No, it's like Brood War. That is not the case. All right, let's back up here. Get healed. Continue to build helicopters, which are rallying to the wrong place. You'll love to see it. Getting a Starship Troopers vibe from the music here, which is very fitting considering Starship Troopers was a big inspiration for Legacy of the Confederation. I remember.
Osprey's on the field.
Okay, you know what? Let's load these tanks inside the Condors.
Aye, Commander. I'm moving there now. Roaches are attacking your base.
And that's continues to be fine.
Lights off. Moving in.
Sir.
Okay.
Channel mark all the way. Vector locked in. Scramble! Channel mark all the...
No bleeder over here, but I'll just kill all this stuff.
Weapons hold. Moving to the TV.
And they're not really attacking me at all anymore, right? So I was really concerned at first. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but now I'm pretty sure if we wanted to just drop our Ralph tanks, we'd be fine. Let's see if this is connected to the other area or not. I do like those scatter shots.
Vector locked in.
It takes a while for the explosions to register. Ah, okay, so this is an edge. Oh, wait, we can outrange the spore crawlers with the Ospreys. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like the Ralph tanks.
Commander, you have further reduced the lake contamination rate by 10%, sir.
Okay, pivoting into air was the right choice.
What's the heading? Weapons hold.
And I'm just gonna, again, use scatter shots along the edge here. Once we open up an area, we'll go ahead and drop our Ralph tanks. I don't think we have enough Ralph tanks to realistically survive against the amount of anti-ground that's in these areas, but I still think that it'll be fun to get some ground support. With our air support here, we should be good.
The lake contamination rate from the UED spore has dropped another 25% for a total of 50%.
50%. All right. Love the use of those unused creep towers from the base game. That, man, the range is insane. Honestly, the Ospreys in general are really, really versatile, but they're just more expensive right there. Yeah, 125, 75, whereas the Raptors are only 130. That's pretty significant. Let's move on over here and land. There we go. Just cover them. There it is. And now let's just casually push through. Anti-air could be our only concern, but I think we have enough Raptors. These Raptors are really good anti-air. The versatility, I'm really impressed with the versatility of this faction. It's very, very fun to use. It's very powerful, but it's needed considering a lot of these enemy bases have like hundreds of supply and defense. No bunkers. Okay, and then wait, don't do that because we have a hot lore tidbit happening right now. So the first part of this mission was a little dicey, but we ended up doing just fine. Again, the key is you got to keep in mind like resources go into the bank. It's kind of got a command and conquer feel to it in that the resources are finite enough that you sort of have to plan around it. We still have a decent bank, but if we lost too much for whatever reason, man, that would have been really bad news. So this is basically saying they're not like typical Terran with bunkers, I guess. Again, you can read that. I've been reading them after I finish playing, but I just can't. I'm not going to take the time to read them aloud in the mission. Not because I don't care, but it's just time.
Lake toxicity levels have reached 10%. The process will not be reversible if contaminants continue to be introduced into the water.
Commander, we're spreading out the Z1 platoons to ensure none of the Roach's breeders trying to grow a new nest. We'll sweep up the dust and be home before you turn out the nightlights, sir.
Shattermark all the way.
Let's head home and get repaired in case there's a second part to this, but it's looking like we succeeded.
It was a hell of a win for the good guys today, don't you think?
Colonel Graves, sir. May I ask you a question?
Sure, Carr.
You do not exhibit the typical physiological response I have come to expect in a victory event. Are you experiencing any health issues, sir?
Do you know the first thing I've done the last 6 days when I wake up?
I am not with you at that time of day, sir. So it is not possible for me to respond to this question accurately.
First thing I do when I get up is read the global situation reports. Every day, the Roaches cover more and more of our landmass. It won't make a damn bit of difference what we do out here, or how many Roaches we kill. It doesn't matter how many nests we torch. Last night, I read DefenseNet's complete analysis on the farm situation. The Roaches aren't eating the cows, or the sheep, or any of it. They're using the animals as food for their eggs.
Sir, there is a finite supply of livestock. The aliens will be unable to breed once the supply of mammalian creatures has been depleted. This presents itself as a tactical advantage.
No, Carr. Be glad you're a VI instead of an AI. Or you'd be scared shitless just thinking about it.
I think that was supposed to be kind of horrific, but it made me chuckle a little bit. Destroy 30 buildings using Ospreys. I'm surprised we didn't get that. Complete the mission. Well, does it say? 0? That doesn't seem right. I think that was probably just bugged. Complete the mission before the lake reaches 9% contamination. This is one where the timer was not really that important because, frankly, you're on a... I'm going to call it a soft timer in the sense that you're going to run out of resources. Like, if I would have spent all that money and I lost all my units and rebuilt it and didn't have a bank, it still would have been before that 14%. So that's kind of an interesting thing. We just missed the lake contamination at 9%, which isn't true either because I'm pretty sure we were at 10, weren't we? Because we got the overlapping Riley... And, like, Riley was giving us the victory speech while Carr was like, look out, you're about to lose because the lake's contamination has hit 10%. So just a few things to clean up on the score screen. I really enjoyed this mission. It didn't kick my butt, but that's because I think I responded as I was expected to. I will say this series really brings out the worst in the backseaters in the comments. You know what? That's okay, though. It's stress-inducing. This is something it's going to be easy to watch, but if you played this, it taxes your brain. So I'm going to make mistakes. I try to also keep my criticisms agnostic of me losing at times. There are things where I might have criticisms of the map that can be conflated with, like, complaining about a mechanic that makes me lose versus a mechanic that I think could be improved upon, right? So I ask some charitability on that front. I think I do okay articulating it, and usually when I'm just complaining, after at least a couple minutes, I usually come clean, and I'm like, okay, this was actually really good, and I was just stressed. Similar back to Mission 2-2, and that holdout section, where I think there might have been one or two things that I had legit criticisms for, and the rest was like, hey, it was just like a really good stress-inducing mission, which is, I think, challenging to induce from a player, so kudos on that front. This mission was good. I took the lessons from the last mission and the proper way to macro based on the language of the build and destroy missions that I've gotten from that first one in the last mission. So we'll just continue applying those lessons, and hopefully we'll be continuing to succeed, though I'm sure there's going to be some really, really tough missions coming up as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.